Hi all, my name is Seamus. I'm a 36-year-old formerly homeless vet living at Caritas+Communities Veterans Home in Bedford. And in 8 days, I'm really excited about this, in 8 days I've been clean and sober for 1 year. Thank you. I was a pretty rambunctious child, so much so that by my teenage years, my parents sent me to live in a transitional home up in Maine. Fortunately, I had a social worker there who was a retired colonel in the Army and pointed me to the direction of the service. When I was 19, I joined the Army. My first deployment was a NATO peacekeeping mission to Bosnia, where I cleaned up mines, munitions, and countless bodies from mass graves that were casualties from ethnic cleansing that had taken place. It was an unbelievable sight to see whole villages destroyed, house after house marked with signs indicating that the entire household had been massacred. Once stateside, my responsibilities bored me, so I decided to leave the military. I managed a restaurant. I worked 90 to 100 hours a week, married for a second time, and started drinking heavily. I was a functional alcoholic for most of the time, and during this time, my wife and I took on custody of my first son from my first marriage. After he arrived, I decided to take another job at a different bar. The hours were better, and I could spend more time with my son, but instead I spent more time with the bottle. Many days I drank as much, I'd say, as a gallon of whiskey. Needless to say, I lost that job, my wife, my license, and most importantly, I lost the ability to take care of myself and my son. I was at the point in my life where I could have easily have chosen to die as to live. I just didn't care. My mother, who's here with us tonight, is involved with a veterans program up in Maine. And a kind woman there that works with her and is her friend took me under her wing and drove me to the Bedford VA hospital, where they have an excellent reputation for treatment. That was November 28th of last year. And by April 1st, I had 5 months of sobriety under my belt, and I was ready to move out of the VA Residential Treatment Center. I was offered a number of options by other residential treatment centers, but I very intentionally chose the Caritas Bedford Veterans House. I wanted a positive and clean environment in which I could live. I had achieved independence, and I felt that living at Caritas would allow me to stay sober, recover, and rebuild my life. I arrived at Caritas ready to move forward, and that environment that I found there was one that would support this. The friends that I have made here share a similar history in pursuit of a better future. I feel understood in my community. You know, having an addiction or a mental health issue or both compounded with military service can really make for a tough life. Caritas provides the base I need to send to the rest of my life. There's an awesome veteran case manager on site, and the VA facilities are within yards. All my safeguards are in place. It is a recipe for success. I'm excited for my future. I'm studying to become a music therapist. Music and art are two of my greatest pleasures. I'm very passionate about helping other people, and veterans do have a special place in my heart too. Thank you, Caritas, for giving this band of brothers a home where we can continue to heal, recover, and live our lives and help others do the same. We salute you.